Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Gray and this is Gray's Gardening. So today I'm back at the allotment plot and today's video is all about installing this Reolink security camera which has been kindly gifted to me by Reolink. So a massive shout out and thank you to Reolink for sending me this camera. Today I'm going to be setting it up, installing it and going through all the features, some of which include you can talk through it, it's got a siren, it's got night vision, it actually swivels 180 degrees, you can control it all from your phone, it's 4G enabled, it's got a memory card in it, so you can see basically what's going on at your plot or wherever you choose to install it. It's great for your backyards, back gardens, in front of your house, all that with no costly subscription service. So let's get the box open, let's see what's inside, and then I'm going to be installing it on my shed behind me so I can keep a good look at my plot anytime I want. There has been some recent intruders and break-ins at the allotments, so this was going to be a great deterrent, but also allow me to see what wildlife actually comes out and shows itself on my plot. I know there's rabbits, I know there's foxes, there's probably hedgehogs and other animals like that. There could even be badgers down here, so I want to see what happens at night time. The night vision on it looks absolutely amazing. It's 4K, so the quality of the video should be absolutely amazing. So let's just jump straight into it. We're going to unbox it, and as I say, I'm then going to install it, and we'll see exactly how it works. Okay, so first impressions, this box is really packaged well. There's an awful lot in here, including the solar panel, which I forgot to mention before, which is why it's ideal for allotments and places off grid where you don't have electricity. It's all going to be powered by the sun. Now it's very cloudy and overcast today, so it's going to be interesting to see if it still charges even when it's cloudy. But let's get it open and see what's in. So first off, as I say, the box seems to be very well packaged. So we have had a quick look inside. First off, we got the memory card. They've sent a 64 gig memory card, which you'll be able to hold and store tons of footage. So that's absolutely fantastic. We've then got our SIM card, which is why it's 4G enabled, meaning that again, you don't need any Wi-Fi. This can all be absolutely powered remotely via this 4G SIM card, which then connects to your mobile phone. So we've got inside here, we've got all the operating instructions. Got some stickers that I might be able to put up around the plot, just to say the plot itself is covered by surveillance, video surveillance. This is what I'm really impressed with. This is the solar panel. Look at that. Hopefully that's picking up nicely. That's not your normal solar panel. This one looks to be really well made. Okay, I've opted for the Camouflage version, which again, you want things like this to stop any intruders seeing the camera, because last thing I want is for this to be stolen. Looks like quite a big wire as well. I don't know how long that is, maybe a couple of meters long, meaning you can position that quite far away from the camera itself, which is good if you want it pointing in a direction where the sun doesn't normally get, because you can put the solar panel where the sun does hit. So that's great. In here we have the mounting bar post, which you'll just go onto wherever you decide to fix that. Looks like it just screws straight on there, and it's a bit of a ball and socket, meaning you can move that and tilt it however you want, which is good. Again, all in camouflage. If you don't want to attach it permanently to a flat surface, it also comes with a strap, so you may want to strap that to a tree. Really good, quick and easy to put on and off again. And then we've got all the screws and even a little, I think that must be a mounting plate. So we've got everything in there we need. And now we've got the actual camera itself, which is really the star of the show. So here is the antennae, I presume. Looks like that's just going to screw straight on to be able to pick it up, which makes it 4G enabled, or at least for the signal to be picked up. We've got the camera. This feels really solid and well made. As you can see, this will go onto the shed behind me. We've got the ability for the camera to twist and turn. On here is our micro SD slot. That's where our SD card's going to go. And I think, I just look inside there, yeah, in there, hopefully you can see that we've got the micro SIM, we've got the micro SD card slot, and we've got the Nano SIM card. So all that goes in there and then covered to make it waterproof. Again, another great little feature. Got a bit of a plastic thing over the front of the minute. I'll take that off at the end. What else have we got? We've got a USB charging port in case you don't have solar and you want to charge that separately. And then I'm guessing that is where the antennae goes on, but I will look at the instructions and see what's needed and what order. And then here is our mounting bracket, which again, everything here is in camouflage. This is going to go really well at my plot. Won't stand out like a sore thumb, which is good. We've got the charging wire, the USB charging wire again. We've got more screws, the mounting screws, and yet another cable, or should I say a tree tie, something where you can just tie that directly onto a tree, again for easy removal or ease of setting up. Even just tie it around a branch wherever you want it to go. So that is everything in the box. Now I think we need to just jump straight in and get this installed. Okay, I've read these instructions, so hopefully you don't have to. I'll guide you through exactly what's needed. So step number one is to install our SIM card. Now, it does say it's a Nano SIM, so I'm just going to get it out. Now, when your camera arrives, the actual slot where it goes in can be hidden. So you just rotate it slightly upwards. Here's our micro SD card and SIM card slot. It's a nice snug fit, that, which will keep it nice and waterproof. So just pull that back and you can then see, hopefully that's nice and clear, we've got our two slots. We've got the Nano SD card and we've got the Nano SIM. So I'm hoping you can see this. We're going to just pop that inside there. In it goes. It does actually come with this handy little tool. You can see that. That's, I'm guessing, for pushing in and out the SIM card and the micro SD card. So that's handy. Well supplied the Reolink. Right, the instructions don't really talk about installing the antennae, but I'm going to do that now before I switch it on, because if I want it to connect to my phone or connect to the network, I'm going to guess we need this. So it simply just twists on, nice and easy. I get it nice and tight, and then I presume that bends up. There you go. Nice and simple, that. Right, antennae is on. Now it says to switch on the power. So again, we've got a nice little rubber seal, and we've got our on off switch. And it says a red light should start bleeping or blinking. Oh, here we go. I don't know whether the camera will pick that up. Maybe. Yeah, we now have a solid red light. Right, I'm going to take off that blue cover just so we can see these lights a bit better. And the whole camera looks much better now anyway. We'll turn it over. I've got a feeling that antenna is going to go that way. This is turning around by itself. It's already in motion, so it must have a little bit of battery life in it already. It must have been charged first. The instructions do say to charge via USB before setting it up. I haven't done that, so let's see how much life it does have before we connect the solar. With any luck, it's going to now say it's succeeded connecting to the network.
Not registered on network. Please activate your SIM card and check the signal strength.
Okay, it wasn't connecting because I hadn't registered it. I had to download the Reolink app, which is all contained within the instructions of how you do that, and then it guides you through. So right now, I've activated the SIM. I've chose my free monthly plan. There are other ones you can choose which have a subscription service, and now I'm just waiting while it connects. So connecting to your device, this may take a few minutes, so just let that connect and then I'll come back to you. Right, just while that's connecting, never miss the opportunity to have a nice little cup of tea. Oh, it's done already. Okay, I'm just going to go through the setup of this and then I'll show you what happens next. Okay, that was really quick and easy. The SIM card is now registered. I had to go through, put my email address in, set a password up and that kind of thing. That's now all done. Took me about 1 to 2 minutes. and it's now already connected to my phone. So I'm just going to try and show you, hopefully, what it's seeing, which is me filming me by the looks of it. There's all my cameras, everything set up, and that is already. If I'm, yeah, there's like a 1 second delay. Well, hopefully you should see that. And then I'm going to install it over there on that shed. Right, I'm going to attach it on here. It's a nice big solid piece of wood on the shed. That's quite high. That's going to be about 6.5 foot tall or high, which should be able to pan around and show the entire view of the plot. I think that's going to be ideal there. Now the instructions don't quite show how to connect it on. They say to put the bracket on. Now this is the bracket. Here's our Reolink bracket. The camera itself does just screw on inside there, so you can see just on the bottom that will screw on, probably be that way, so the antenna can come out, so it'll be all facing the right way. But it does come with this little bracket, and I presume I'll put this, attach this onto the shed first, so the top one, and then I'm just going to go through those holes and those holes and attach that on that way, so it's fully secured and connected. So I'm just going to go with that. Hopefully that's the right way to do it, although that does say the back, so I presume that goes against the shed. Let's see how we get on. All right, bracket is on, so now just going to be attach on this cover, which the camera is then going to connect onto. So line this up. Okay, that is the main bracket stroke cover connected. Literally just put that on, and then the screws went in after that. So that's on nicely. Now time to attach the camera. Okay, so we've got the screw hole on the bottom of the actual camera itself. There is already a screw on top of here. It comes with an Allen key. It's best to take the antennae off at this point. And I'm now just going to screw this into position. Let's have it facing forwards. Hopefully I'll feel that. It is now. Okay, hopefully you can see that. That's where I've just tightened up with the Allen key. And then just pop over this nice little, again, nice little rubber seal. That's going to keep it all nice and watertight. There we go. So I would say that doesn't draw too much attention to itself. Almost blends in with the shed. Okay, now time to put this antennae back on. It should just twist on there. Not sure I can do this one-handed. Give it a go. There we have it. That's not looking bad at all. I do like that. One thing I haven't done is switch it on yet or connect up the solar panel. So it's time to put that on now. Okay, camera's here. I'm going to put the solar panel there because this is where it gets most of the sun all day. So I'm just going to start with the bracket to begin with. Okay, now that that's the main bracket on, I'm just now going to secure the solar panel on. Hopefully you can really see the quality of this solar panel, and then it just will screw onto this panel at the back, and then you can rotate it as you need. So popping that straight on, and then just twist. I don't know whether you can see that very well, but just twist that on, really easy. Nice and tight. And then tighten up the other end to stop it spinning. And this is, you can alternate this and twist it however you want. So that's more aimed at the sun for me. So now I just have to attach the wire, which, as I said earlier, looks quite long. Let's really see how long it could last. I'm not sure it says how big it is, but yeah, there's a good couple of meters in this, if not longer. So let's just get enough for what I need for now. Okay, now just taking this lead, which I've got masses of, so I'll pop it in there for now, keep it out the rain. Not that it would make any difference, it's waterproof. And then just on the side here, hopefully you can see that. There's the USB slot. So again, nice little cover on there. Move that out the way. And then we can just plug in our power, which slots in nicely. I can see a light gone on there. Does that mean it's charging already? Maybe. As you can see just behind, it is a very cloudy day, but the sun is up there somewhere, so maybe it's already getting through. And then this will charge by the solar panel all day, every day, to keep the new camera working and full of battery and power. So all in all, so far, that's taken me about 20 minutes to install. Looks really, really classy. I like the camouflage. I mean, it's not drawing any attention to it. And then next to it, we've got the solar panel. As I say, the wire can actually go for about 2 to 3 meters. So you don't necessarily have to put it so close that I have, but I've just put it up here for demonstration purposes for the time being. One idea was to pop it in this tree, maybe tie it around one of those branches, but we'll see. I'm going to toy with putting it in different locations and see which actually films the plot best. So now it's set up, let's see it in action. Show the camera in the background, and then this is the live view. Now you can move the camera around using the app. Right, hopefully this is picking up the app now. So that's camera filming me. Just giving a little wave. If you want to move it around, you press that button, and then it's almost like a little joystick. You can go up, you can go down, literally side to side. As I mentioned, it is practically 380 degrees. This is fixated to my shed, so I can't obviously go backwards, or I can, but it'd be just facing towards the shed. So I'm just scrolling right round, just hopefully you can see this in action. See, I've gone a bit too far. Let's put it back onto me now. You can see just how clear it is. Really, really is nice and clear, this. There is a slight delay. You've got to hold it down and then kind of guess when it's in the right position. And but that's obviously you controlling your phone and then sending it through to the app. So if you turn it this way, we've got all kinds. You can pause it, you can restart it again, you can speak directly into the camera, which I'll show you in a second. You can take snapshots. Hopefully this is all coming through. If I click that one, that'll record video. You can set how clear you want it, so fluent, balanced, or clear. I've got it on balanced. That makes it bigger. You've got all your settings in here. Here's my battery. This is a good one I wanted to show you. So since I plugged this in, it's on the solar charge. We're at 69%. I gave it one initial charge and it got to about 50%, and that was last week. That's now 69% recorded. You've got all kinds of different things you can set in your settings here. Really easy to use app. Really quite fast as well. You've got your different alarms, how you want to record it, the images, and I think down here we've got time-lapse. So I can record various or put different settings for each of the different time-lapse photos that it takes. I haven't quite finished playing around with that yet, but that's going to be really good to show how the allotment is progressing over the whole growing season. infrared lights, so they're on for nighttime. That just helps it with the night vision. And as I say, you've got all kinds of different settings in here. The app is real user friendly. You can link it up to your Amazon Alexa if you really want. You can set off the siren, set how many of the different alerts and email alerts and push notifications you want. And it's got the memory card inside it to record all of your pictures that you've taken. Here's everything I've been taking recently. As you can see, this is all just recorded to the memory card, and you can access that whenever you want. And then just takes a second or so, you can see just how clear the vision is. It is 4K quality. And then we'll just go back. This is just loading the stream again. And if I give a little wave, there you go, you can see me now. Reolink have kindly gifted me a 5% voucher, so the code should be on screen now, and all the links will be in the description, including my Amazon affiliate link. So if you click those links, that'll take you straight through to this product, and it'll all go to help the channel. Right, really hope you enjoyed that review. I've definitely enjoyed setting it up, and now I've got a nice security camera, solar powered security camera, monitoring my allotment at all times, not just for intruders, but also any wildlife that's going to be here. And that time-lapse functionality is going to be brilliant to show how the allotment progresses over the whole growing season. So thanks very much. If you do like this kind of thing, please remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.